Alright. Fuck. Fuck, man. Like, keep going. Enough of that shit. There we go. So why were they just rolling around? Oops, what am I aiming backwards? Oh shit, apparently my block doesn't stop the bear's fucking attack. Holy. Whoops. There we go. The waters of the pool are still and gentle, yet they seem to be of no apparent value to you. Hard, oh, that's not good. Easy peasy. Whoops. Oops.
I have a secret to tell you. I am not sad. When I was a girl, my father used to tell me that when you grow old with someone, you tie your fates together and create a pattern that is part yours and part theirs. My father said that this is why when an old person dies, their partner is never far behind. But I do not feel that way. I feel free.
Alright. Alright.
Don't mind my stares. You're the first mortal I've ever seen.
Hello again, my friend. I believe congratulations are in order. Isn't that how you mortals express appreciation?
House of Ballads.
This is home to the Court of Enchantments, where our heroes congregate and train before performing the feats that made them legends. There are three main structures on the grounds. The Court of Enchantments itself features the Wall of Saga, which depicts the most noteworthy songs in our canon. The Hall of Accolades is where the finest Fae crafters offer their services. Trainers can be found in the Summer Sanctuary, where we go when seeking enlightenment. I will be here.
Glynel, I assure you it's an ancient codex, just like in the tales.
Intriguing. And why would such a thing be revealed to a child of dust?
And here I was beginning to think that you'd never show up. This is Glynel, lore master of the House of Ballads. Give the codex over to him, and he may have your answers.
Oh shit, apparently this is someone for another quest or something. Alan Shear.
Many talents. And we're all taught that we must use our talents for the greatest good, right?
Codex of Fate.
Fate is no simple lore stone. It's more subtle and complex than any mortal could comprehend. But a lore master of ballads may be able to interpret it. For a long
Fae.
time, they were content to keep to their play of the summer and winter courts. Now we fight Gadflow and the Tuatha for our very existence.
Fate.
A friend once told me, strive to be whatever you want to be. Fate might be a lie, but if it isn't, then worrying about it won't change a thing.
How do you pronounce this again? Gilad?
Lionel's
I
one of
don't
the
know.
greatest balladeers
Lionel.
amongst the Fae, and the most learned lawmaster you'll find outside of Issa. And as it happens, he owes me a favor.
House of
Fae
Ballads.
use the written language, so their tales are their lifeblood, their history, and their future all in one. The House of Ballads is where they enshrine these legends and celebrate them time and again.
Summer Court.
Or the Seelie Fae if you prefer, embody the growth and energy of nature. But they can still be as aloof and uncaring as a brutal summer day. The current High King of the Fae is Titarian, the wisest of the Summer Court. While Gadflow has undermined the Winter Court, he tries to keep their cycle in balance.
The
You
war.
haven't been around much, have you? The Tuatha have been pressing west from their home in Alabastra. Right now, they're only threatening my people. But if we fall, the Tuatha will turn their eyes to the other mortal races.
Titarian.
Isn't quite what you'd expect from the High King of Summer. But he hasn't got the arrogance of his cousins, or their cheer. Ever since Gadflow killed the High King of Winter and started the war, Titarian has become distant and melancholy, and blind to the dangers around him.
Tuatha.
Are a radical sect of Fae within the Winter Court, led by Gadflow and his insane rants about their new god. They've taken power and declared war on mortals. They use raw Prismia to enhance their power, and their devotion borders on madness. But the most terrifying thing to the Fae is simply the fact that their siblings have changed so completely.
Winter Court.
Or the Unseelie embrace the destruction and decay of nature. They aren't evil, but they aren't exactly the best of friends. Normally they share power peacefully with the Summer Court. But since the Tuatha have seized power, there is neither peace nor predictability.
This Fae can help me.
Master Lionel has devoted centuries to the study of lore and ancient Fae stories. The codex he found isn't just any lore stone. Just talk to him, and I'm sure he'll be able to shed some light on the issue. Be on your
Goodbye.
way.
Come closer. You must be Lady Shear's friend. She speaks very highly of you. An occasion rare enough to be worth recording in its own right. But let's see this codex.
What are you implying?
Oh, nothing. This is no mere lawstone, you know. The Codex of Destiny is distilled knowledge from the High King of the Fae, given to the first Fate Weavers. To have such knowledge in your hands is a tremendous gift, but why did it reveal itself to you?
I don't know why it came to me.
You have a part to play in some great tale. Perhaps you'll act as the chosen pawn, or even the wisest fool. Few children of dust have ever had such an honor. Now, I can only make out some parts, but this is odd. The Codex speaks of an exception, a void, an end to the endless. This is simply too much. The High King would never pawn such absurdity off as wisdom.
Are you going to help me?
This simply cannot be the true Codex of Destiny. It must be nothing more than a very impressive forgery. It speaks of impossible things. Changes to fate, death of the immortals, and other heresies. To ascribe these lies to the High King would be treason. I would thank you to take your Codex away from here. I will have no part in these lies.
Court of Summer.
In the western Feylands are subjects of High King Titarian. Our presence maintains the natural balance, bringing the green of spring at winter's end.
Echo
It is a
Stone.
relic crafted crafted by several of our most attuned Fey mages. Usually the notion of new repels me, but in this case, I can't help but feel a spark of curiosity. The Echo Stone can be used like a lore stone to experience past narratives, stories that have long since left the lips of their tellers. However, one can only use the Echo Stone if he has the right matching cairn, a magical key devised by Hallam the White himself. We know
Faye.
a story that is told in every age with different words, with the same meanings. We are the blazing summer and the brooding winter, forever following one another. We are as we have always been and shall ever be, no more and no less.
Gadflow.
To our people. He upsets the natural order, and his war breaks the cycle. I will speak no more of him.
Lionel.
Aquarian, I'm keenly aware of the lesser ballads in Fey telling, and do my best to ensure that they're not lost in the wide river of time. I'm keeper of the Echo Stone here in the House of Ballads. It has only come to us recently, but I find its purpose most fascinating.
Hallam the White.
Of the storyteller is the most important to the Fae in the Court of Summer. He watches the telling as it unfolds. His gaze is not on one ballad, but all of them.
High King
His
Titarian.
wisdom is above us all, even the lords and ladies of the House of Ballads. The High King guides us in all the grand telling of the Fae.
House of Ballads.
Tales are naught but a reminder of your inevitable decline, but for the Fae, our tales are eternal reminders of our truest selves. Here we celebrate the very heart of our kind, the greatest of our tales, reborn and relived.
The Telling.
Each creature has its story. The wake it leaves behind in its travel, that is a telling. It is a narrative of defeats and victories that give every life meaning. Our Fae telling goes on from creation deep into the hidden end. Until then, we celebrate the small songs, the ones that celebrate the spring in which we find ourselves.
Are you sure the codex is fake?
Meaning to it, only its author could tell you. Do not bother me with such foolishness again.
Lionel spends his life cherishing old stories, but show him something truly new, and he dismisses it. Tragic.
Is the codex really a forgery?
I blades that it's real. Lionel may be a very learned scholar, but it's been ages since he had to learn anything new. Most Fae don't take well to new ideas. If this old fool thinks the High King would never have written the Codex, then it's all the more important that the High King see it.
How am I supposed to meet him?
Difficult. His court is in the city of Issa. Very few mortals are permitted in its gardens. I do know one individual who can grant you permission to enter, but you'll have to meet him alone.
Who is it this time?
Merlin is more of a what than a who. You'll understand when you meet him. With any luck, he'll be more favorably disposed to you than he is to me. He's bound to be curious at least. You'll find him in southeast Dalentar, at Caer Niralim. Just head towards the giant tree and, well, you'll see.
Codex of Fate.
Codex isn't just a complicated lore stone. It seems to tell a tale most Fae don't want to hear, and created by High King Titarian himself, no less. Interesting.
Let's go to Nirlam.
On your own. I'd accompany you, but Niralim and I have our disagreements. Good luck
Goodbye.
with Niralim, and ignore anything he says about me.
Alright. Is it still the same quest or what? Damn, it is. This might have to be like a multi-part video.
Good to see you.
You may search the Empire 10 times over, but you will not find your beloved Wenson, nor his foolish court of enchantments. They, like you, are mine. Dream of me, lovely, for we shall be together soon. The time is coming.
Oh, I forgot that was actually part of the other quest that I just kind of happened to continue.
Good. You are well. The same cannot be said of the king, nor of the court of enchantments. In my absence, the maid has taken them all. Tenwa says that the greatest of ballads, the hero and the maid, was not recovered. This song above all the others must be found. You have acted as our agent thus far, Sagril. Do you continue to stand by us? With all our heroes gone, you may very well be our last light in the darkness.
What is the hero and the maid?
King Wenson defeats the Maid of Windermere once and for all. He confesses his love to trick her into an embrace. It is close enough for him to strike. If the maid is truly altering our ballads towards more favorable outcomes for her and her minions, then she could rewrite her own demise. She could avoid it altogether.
Tell me about the fake Karens.
You are no stranger to death, so you must have felt it. The fall of all magic. I have foreseen it for seasons. And as I am not one to stand by, I chose to act. With a small group of dedicated individuals, fey and mortal alike, I set about preparing a way for the great songs of the summer court to find permanence. The cairns are the result of this effort. They are magic, but magic that will not fade.
What's next?
I knew I could count on you. In the face of uncertainty, your loyalty has proven steadfast. It is no use for us to combat the Maid of Windermere when we do not understand her new magic. There is only one man I know who might shed light on our ignorance. His name is Father Eter. He is a monk and an alchemist, and a trusted friend. Eter may have the answers we seek.
Fake Karens.
Of a new form of magic, a permanent magic, was a necessity for our kind. The rise of the mortal races coincides with our decline. Lore stones are a faulty method of remembrance, one that can be changed, destroyed. But the cairns, they are invulnerable to harm. They are forever.
Father
I have known
Eter.
Eter for 40 seasons. He believes in his god's order, and I have learned to respect his beliefs. Aside from being a follower of Mitharu, Eter is the most skilled alchemist I have ever known. His wise gaze peers even deeper into the mysteries of life than mine.
The hero and the maid.
The foundation of our great inheritance. The canon of stories celebrated by all the summer fae. In it begins our timeless struggle with the Maid of Windermere. Driven mad by our love for King Wenson, the maid finally ensnares him with a spell of longing and retreats to her castle. There she waits to consummate the union. All is not lost. Wenson fights the enchantment, inspired by his ardor for Belmaid, his true beloved. Taking the maid in his embrace, he slays her once and for all.
Where is Father Etair?
Father Etair watches over a small Almain mission in the southeast, St. Edric's. You will know it by the runes on the hill. Go, find Etair.
I'm gonna call it right there. Later.